Before I officially start this video, I just want to say this might be chaotic. I have several videos in the works right now, including one to do with this right now. But today's video is about the 1966 Adam West Burt Ward Batman and Robin. So let's go. Now, as you can see from my really messy side, we have a 60s display. And long story short, I'm going to compress everything that I've been making for the Adam West Batman into one video, and then I'm going to make several YouTube shorts showing you each part. So if you want, I guess, like a quicker little version of, you will be able to find them on the channel. Without any further ado, I'm going to start with Henchmen. These are the Henchmen from the 1966 TV show. They're not exclusively the only henchmen, but I would arguably say they're the most iconic looking. And this is what I mainly remember from the show, the all blacked out look. The only real difference is they would say things like Hawkeye and, you know, Pigeon and Henchman 1 and Henchman 2 and everything. Whereas I don't know many Lego bodies that have black with white writing other than like the police, which I like, but I think due to the fact that it says police, it throws you off a little. So if you know, I would love to add more, but yeah, use the Lone Ranger head. I guess alternatively you could use the Robin head, but yeah, just so it adds a little mask like they wear in the show. And as I said, these guys are mainly the Penguin's henchmen. Well, on the topic of henchmen, I did make this guy who uses the legs from the CMF Robin and I think it's the classic vampire from Scooby-Doo, and he's meant to look like a Joker henchman, as most of the Joker's henchmen seem to be wearing vests with red arms, blue arms, you know, all that sort of thing. You'll see videos and pictures like here and everywhere, so you'll know what I mean. I'm not worried. That's all the henchmen that I have. I would love to get some pharaohs for King Tut, and I would also like to make some cowboy looking ones for Shame. But yeah, that's all I have so far. So everything that you're going to see in this video comes from the 3-season long TV show. Yes, this is all 3 seasons. I paid so much for this a few years back because I grew up with Adam West Batman and I did not care how much this was. I needed it. But along with this TV show, I also picked up some of these. And inside we have the 1966 Batman comic books. I have never collected comic books in my life, and these are in pristine condition, never been opened. And it is basically the continuation of the TV show. So some of the characters you will see are also inspired from such comic books and not. With all of that mumbo jumbo out of the way and me showing a little history of the theme itself, let's get into the first category, which is going to be the villains. As far as I'm aware, this is all of the official 1966 villains. We have Catwoman, Mr. Freeze, the Joker, Egghead, Penguin, my all-time favorite Penguin, King Tut, and the Riddler. Honestly, nostalgia. One thing that you'll see is I have multiples of Riddler, Penguin. With that being said, now that we have seen the original cast, let's get into some more fruity, flavorful, waxum. I can't speak. Okay, let's just go. And here we have the Riddler, one of the best characters of this TV show, and also Frank was really good friends with Adam West outside of the show. I love that. So here we have my original one, as I've already said, we're not going to spend too much time on him. We have John Astin, who I know best as Gomez Addams from the old Addams Family. You'll see a clip.
Fainted, sir. That's strange. Why would you do that?
Right there. And, man, this guy is so cool. I threw on these goggles, which, headphones, sorry, which funnily enough came from the Wednesday set. So, you know, because it's like the same color as the mask, and there is no mask with these mustache. So that is the best I can do for him. I really love this guy. I love it. And then we have the Riddler episode where he boxes the Batman using Hulk legs and the Raging Batsuit arms. Love it. It's just wacky, it's zany, it's perfect. And the head here, I am waiting for a delivery to arrive, which will include the Lego movie Batman Riddler costume where he's in a suit with all the question marks on the suit, so I can put that on to then have my 60s Riddler collection complete. Now the Joker here is going to be a little bit boring because realistically the only difference is this is the one that came in the Batcave set, this is the one that came in the car set. The one in the car set is more detailed and therefore I like him more, but this is the original one and I gave him a utility belt to reference the episode where the Joker makes his own utility belt. Yeah, I know. I thought it was a cool way to use up a character I had twice. I'm gonna save my third variant of the Joker for a very special part in this video. So for the moment, here's two. You'll see the third shortly.
Speaking of wacky episodes, Egghead definitely has a few of them, like the ones where he has a food fight with Batman and Robin with throwing eggs at them, and I remember that they did a behind the scenes about that on a movie, and it was really funny. He had a van with bacon and eggs on it. He's weird.
And King Tut, I will never forget when he had the giant sphinx in the park, and it was going, now hear this, you know, and they had the whole tome poem thing from Nefertiti. Hopefully I said that correctly. And yeah, it's just basically a college professor or a university professor who was obsessed with King Tut and got hit on the head during a riot and was then led to becoming the King Tut himself. Wait, is that all the villains? Man, I really wish that we had more villains from this TV show. If only someone made any. Oh wait, we did. Starting this off, let's go with this right here is the Bookworm. I adore this character so much. He's using the body from Harry Potter. I think it's Ron Weasley's father. The name is blanking on me currently. From the Ministry of Magic. And he's got Indiana Jones's hat because of the hair combo, along with Harry Potter's head because he wears glasses. I can't seem to get him to focus. There you go. Yeah, I adore this figure. Just a quick look at the back too. And for anyone that is unfamiliar with Bookworm, long story short, he is a very intelligent young man who has an obsession with books. As you can see, we have 3 different kinds of books here because he is the Bookworm, therefore he needs a lot of reading material. And if anyone remembers this guy, you are so cool. I hope you have a wonderful day. I would probably say his most iconic appearance would be the episode where he traps Batman and Robin inside of a giant cookbook. Never forget that episode. Next up we have the Clock King. He's using the Alfred body right there, and the same head as my John Aston Riddler, along with the cape from Moff Gideon and a top. There's definitely better heads you could probably use, but I wanted to use this one, and that's what he looks like with the back face printing because I didn't want to rub it off. I really like these heads. But there is my Clock King. It's short, simple, sweet. He wasn't in a ridiculous amount of episodes, but you definitely get to see him, remember him, and he has some fun episodes. Here we have Jervis Tetch, also known as the Mad Hatter. He's using another Ministry of the Magic torso. Really, really loved it, along with an old Wormtail head. It's not the perfect head, but you know what? It's got the right sort of facial hair, and it does have a little mustache, which is great. The only issue with him is, to my knowledge, there's no grey top hat, so I went with the detective headgear. I thought that worked really well. And as you can see, the Mad Hatter has the bat cowl and a top hat from when he had his hat factory and he tried to steal the cowl of Batman, pretending to be a French painter. What an episode. Also, if you don't remember, he stained Batman's cowl bright pink. What a zany show. This is the character I wanted to make the most when I started doing this. If you know straight away, you're amazing. This is my version of False Face. He basically has the ability to take off his chin, his cheeks, his face in general, and change abilities. There's even a part where he dresses as Chief O'Hara over there. We'll get to him. And he's just cool. The, again, only issue with him is if you turn him around, as you can see, he has backhead printing. So, yeah, there is my false face. Now it's time to introduce one of my favorite characters, being Shame. I adore there being a cowboy villain of the 60s show. What an interesting character. I made him using the horse costume guy's legs, the old cowboy body from the old Western system, and he's using the Lone Ranger's hat. The only thing is I don't know if the hat is necessarily perfect. The other hat I was using is just a tan fedora. Now, this last character was never seen on the TV show or the animated movies. He is strictly from the comic book series Batman 66. So I don't know all too much about him because I've only just started collecting the comics, but I think you're gonna like. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Lord Deathman, introduced, as far as I am aware, in the 1966 comic book series. This guy is a Japanese crime lord who basically, his bones are, I believe it's a costume that are like grafted to his skin. So he pretty much is a skeleton, and Lord Deathman cannot die. He has the ability to fake his own death. This is using the Halloween costume minifigure and using a Batman hips and arms, along with a hood piece from Wildstyle. It doesn't necessarily need it, I just like the addition. But this is my Lord Deathman, and this guy is just fantastic. Love. Now you're about to see my final Joker variant. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, who wants to go surfing with me? This is from season 3 when Adam West and, well, I guess Bruce Wayne and the Joker have a surfing competition.
Here comes the wave of the day. They ought to be able to take off on it.
They have!
If you notice, he is using all official parts from Adam West, Batman, along with the Raging Batsuit legs. You know how long it took me to find these legs? Dude, Bricklink, you are a lifesaver, seriously. Along with a yellow surfboard. It's so wacky, zany, and I love it so much. Now, Joker, on the other hand, I couldn't find legs that worked for him, so I went with Marge Simpson's skirt and a green surfboard, and I feel like this recreates the iconic scene, and I love it so. Just in case you want to see what it looks like from the back. Obviously, Batman will look better because he has legs, whereas you're just using a skirt. But honestly, this might be my favorite part of this entire video. Let's get into some more fun bat suits before we go back to the official video. Now tell me you guys aren't enjoying the video. We have the episode where the Riddler and Batman have a boxing match. I remember this being really funny to me, and I think it only lasts like 20 seconds. You'll see a clip as I'm showing this, but yeah, here is a recreation of the scene where Batman and the Riddler have a boxing match. You can see he's using Hulk's legs as I showed, and this is the Raging Batsuit costume because he has the little boxing belt there. So his body there is different to, say, the original sort of Adam West looking. But yeah, I love it. I've given him the cape that comes from this car too, just to make it look a little more static. Perfect. I would love to hear your guys' opinions on this. Look at that. Bow. It's just beautiful. Tell me this doesn't look good. I can't help but smile. Look at this. This is the Batman that I will always love and remember so much as a child. Man, I miss Batman being just wacky.
This is where we get into the part of more civilian people. So we have Alfred Pennyworth. Rest in peace. You were a fantastic actor and you did such a good job. I'm going to drop a clip right here of him versus the Joker because I feel I have to. It's too iconic for me.
Alfred, be careful. The Joker's an arch criminal.
I know, madam, but a very poor offence, sir.
You Anglo think I'll smash you to smithereens?
May I point out that Smiggins is a childish confusion which should have no place even in so poor a vocabulary as yours.
What an Alfred. We then have Commissioner Gordon right here using, I believe it was an old gangster minifigure body, and I'm not really sure where the head comes from, but I honestly really like it. I think he looks a lot like Commissioner Gordon. Sometimes he wears a gray suit, so I was kind of thinking, what do you go with? But he's been this way in my collection for about 4 years now, so I'm not changing him. And lastly, we have Chief O'Hara. I can't do an accent. I don't even know why I tried. But we have Chief O'Hara using some police arm printing right there on both sides. And by Gora, you're looking good, officer. And here is my favorite part. We have Burtwood Robin with dark brown hair instead of the black that it came with, because he has more of a dark brown hair. This needs a good dusting. I apologize about that, guys. You can see in Mr. Freeze Easter egg. And we have Adam West. Rest in peace, Adam. The day that you died, my brother. Oh, I won't lie, I cried. I cried. I lost a hero the day that we lost Adam West. But here they are, calling, answering the bat phone. Burtwood is pressing the button, and to the bat pole. This leads us all the way down to the Batcave, where you can see Batman and Robin. Now that we're in the Batcave, we have the car and everything's ready to go. We have Superman up there too. The Christopher Reeve Superman custom I did, because he kind of fits in, kind of. He was never in the show, but he kind of fits in, along with Penguin. If you get this reference, I genuinely think you're a fantastic person. Unfortunately, there's no ladder. I don't know if the set came with a ladder. I don't think it did, so I couldn't put him on the ladder itself. But hopefully, he's well hydrated. So here we have Batman and Robin in their uniforms. I hate that I only have 2 Robins and 4, 5. There is that Robin there. He has a different hairpiece though, because I used it for something else, but he pretty much sits on display there. I do hate though that Robin's legs aren't molded. They're just printed, so they're green at the back. He has a can of shark repellent bat spray, because you gotta have the bat spray, along with my main Adam using a blue Batarang, just as they did in the show. And you can see we have every type of bat suit. This is the Alfred bat suit from the Lego movie, and then this came with the set. That one came with the car. But we also have a Batgirl, and this Batgirl uses parts from the Lego Batman movie. I loved it so much that I couldn't not make it. And I believe the head is actually April O'Neil from the Ninja Turtle series. But it works really well when you put it on and you line it up. Like I love it. It works so well. And she's pretty simple, nothing too fancy. But it works really well. So Batgirl, you can go there, and we have her little bat cycle, which is literally just Catwoman cycle from the 2012 Batman series. But it works.
If you remember a while back, I was posting YouTube shorts where I was getting people like Shazam, and it was for this here, which is from the 60s or 70s, which is the Legends of the Superheroes. Basically, it's a TV show that had 3 episodes and included Batman and Robin, Shazam, Black Canary, all those sort of people. And basically, they sit inside of a Batcave looking room, and criminals roast them. They make funny jokes. They go on adventures. It's a very weird, campy show, but it's also kind of fun. You get to see Batman and Robin on a jet ski at one point fighting Sinestro. So it's just really cool to, find out that Adam West worked with Shazam and Green Lantern and Flash and Hawk. It's wonderful. We even get to see Solomon Grundy fight Adam West, and I didn't know how much I needed to see it until I saw it.
In this bag, you can see I had parts to make a more accurate Huntress, but I could never find a decent body, because, you'll see a picture, but her body was, I believe, like a pink and a blue and a silverish kind of color. Couldn't find it, so I never finished Huntress. So we have the official minifigure here, which is fine by me. I'm not bothered. But yeah, this is the Legend of the Superhero. Hey guys, I have just finished editing this video, and it is pretty much good to post. Sorry about the audio quality. I kept messing with the microphone, and yeah, very unprofessional, and I'm honestly really mad about it, but I'm not about to record all that again, so I voiced over the parts that needed it. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you're a 1966 Batman fan,
let me know down below. Peace.